Okay, so let's get started. So we'll be on our mat seated. You can just find a little easy cross-legged position to start. Close down the eyes, bring your hands on top of your lap. Just let those elbows bend naturally into your waist. We'll begin to find that breath, slowing it down. We're going to find some belly breathing to start. So bringing your attention to your low belly. And as you inhale, pushing it out, right? Activating that diaphragm to create the vacuum, sucking air down into your lungs. And as you exhale, pulling in your pelvic floor, sending your air out. Inhale, belly pushes out. Air draws in. Exhale, belly pulls in. Lift your pelvic floor, pushing the air out. Taking a few more breaths. Maybe counting your breaths here. Inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Inhale all the way in. Hold it. And exhale all the way out. Feel your lips, breathe in and out through your nose, and just start to walk those fingertips forward. Sitting bones stay grounded on the mat. And then start to lift one shoulder and then the other. So just finding a little baby twist. Start to opening up that low back. Let your head be heavy. It doesn't have to reach the mat if you're not that open. I'm not that open yet. It's early. And then we'll come back in, sitting up tall. Start to walk your right fingertips out to the right, and we'll reach that left arm up and over. Maybe coming all the way down to your right elbow, reaching your left arm up at an angle, really grounding down through that left sitting bone. Finding the stretch along your lower left obliques, maybe even your TFL. And then we'll come back into center, start to walk your left fingertips out to the left, and reach your right arm up and over. Again, bringing some extra attention to that right side of your pelvis, your right sitting bone, your right butt cheek, pulling them down as you reach your right arm up and over, getting a big stretch along the right side of your waist. Now we'll come back to center and twist to the right. Right hand behind you, left hand comes to the outside of that right knee. Roll that right shoulder back. Think about sitting up tall and then rotating your spine from there. And over to the left. Left hand behind you, right hand outside of your left knee. Again, thinking about length, that axial extension, the space between each vertebrae as you inhale, and finding a soft rotation as you exhale. Coming back to center, switching whichever leg is in front. And walking your fingertips forward. Again, reaching your hips back. Finding a little baby twist here, lifting one shoulder as you drop the other, and switching over and over. Just starting to find a little bit of movement in that low back, a little bit of opening. And walk your hand back into center. And again, send those right fingertips to the right. Right elbow comes down, left arm up and over. We'll bring that left arm back up. Walk your left fingertips over to the left. Left elbow comes down, right arm up and over. Come back into center. We're going to roll right over those ankles and find a tabletop position, wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Inhale into your cow and exhale into cat, rounding your back. Inhale, see if you can really work your heart through your biceps, pointing your tail up, reaching your chin forward. And then exhale like someone has a string in the middle of your back, trying to lift it up to the sky. Tuck your chin, tuck your tail. One more, just like that. Inhale, maybe even you squeeze your shoulder blades together on your back as you find cow. And as you exhale, maybe you push into the tops of your feet and find cat. Beautiful. Now we're going to take this into a little bit of core exercise. So inhale into cow. As you exhale, round your back, start to push into the tops of your feet. Lift your knees up off of the mat, maybe coming even onto your toes. Inhale, drop those knees, find your cow. Exhale, round, 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 push into your toes, lift your knees, round your back, pull, 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 and lower it down. Inhale into cow. Exhale, all the way up. This is sort of getting ready for our jump throughs, a little Lasana prep. Hold it here. 3, 2, and 1. Lower your knees, curl your toes under. Find downward facing dog, pedal out your heels. And let your head be heavy. We're going to inhale that right leg up and open up the hip. You can bend your right knee, send your left heel heavy to the mat. Melt your heart back. Open up that right side. And then we'll bring that right foot between your hands. We're going to windmill it all the way up into a skandasana. So bend deeply into that left knee, right foot comes to the mat. Hands can be at heart center, or you can bring them down to the mat for balance. But getting a stretch along that inside of your right thigh, your adductors there. And then we're going to channel that inner Spider-Man, work your way all the way over to that right leg. And back over to the left. And bring your hands down to the mat. Step your right foot to meet your left, find your plank. Rock forward on your toes. We're going to lower for 5 rounds of chaturanga. You're welcome to drop to your knees. We'll exhale it down halfway. Inhale it right back up. Exhale it down. Just warming up wrists and shoulders. Send it up. Got 3. Elbows into your ribs. 2, that gives them about an inch so you can move your rib cage below your elbows. 1, push it back up to plank and send it back, downward facing dog. Inhale that left leg up behind you, open up the hip. You can bend that left knee and rotate it up even more, getting a stretch along that left side. See if you can lift your right shoulder so it's square with your left. And then we'll bring that left foot between your hands. We're going to windmill it all the way up. Skandasana. Bending into that right knee. Left foot is on the mat. Getting a stretch along the inside of that left leg. Coming over to the left side. Back over to the right. And then we'll push into that right heel, plant your hand, step your left foot back to meet your right. Hold your plank, lower all the way down to the mat, nice and slow with control. Untuck your toes and inhale into baby cobra. Roll your shoulders back, lift your chin, exhale it down. Again, inhale, roll your shoulders back, no weight in your hands. Use the strength of your upper back. Lift it up and lower it down. One more. Roll your shoulders back. Peel your heart up off of the mat. Elbows reach behind you. Come up one more set of ribs. Float your hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Curl your toes under. Push it through plank. And send it back for downward facing dog. Bend your knees. Hover your knees 2 inches off the mat. Push forward. Find your downward facing frog. Maybe look forward. You're like a tiger ready to pounce. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step or lightly float to the top of the mat. Feet together. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Head up. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Uttanasana. Again, inhale, lengthen Ardha. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen Ardha. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, push through your feet. Reach all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, arms reach up. We're going to bring your hands to heart center. You're going to pick up that left knee, hip height, bending that left knee 90 degrees at your hips and 90 degrees at your ankle. Hold it here. Start to kick that left heel straight out. Belly button is pulled in. Ribs are knitted together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your left foot down. We're going to do a lot of those today, so you'll be thanking me tomorrow with your quads. We'll pick up that right knee, hip height, flexing that right foot, 90 degrees at your hips, your knee, and your ankle. Ribs are pulled in, belly button pulled in, core is completely engaged. This is as much a core exercise as it is a balance and strength. 5, straighten that leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your right foot down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, head up, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step it back. Move through your vinyasa, knees up or down, your choice. Push your heart through and send your hips back, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward. We'll float to the top of the mat. Lengthen into your half lift and exhale, fold. Inhale, push through your feet, reach it all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Push into that right foot. We're going to lift that left knee. Strong right leg. Hips are even. Ribs are knitted together. Extend that left foot out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to send that left heel straight behind you. Find a warrior 3. Heart is forward. Use the strength of that left glute to lift your left leg. You're going to come right back. Lift it in front of you. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, send it back. Warrior 3. This is like a one-legged deadlift. Pull your belly button in. Pull those lower abdominals in. We'll send it right back. Hold it in front of you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your left foot down. Inhale your arms up overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. We'll pick up that right knee. Flexing your foot. Strong left leg. Engaging your core. Kick it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start to send it behind you. Find a warrior 3. Heart reaches forward. Strong right leg. Roll the inside of your right thigh up. And then we'll bring it back forward. Kick it in front of you. Flex your right foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, send it behind you. Heart tips forward. And then send your heart forward. Bring it back. Reach it in front of you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that right foot down. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, head up. Exhale, plant your hands. Send your feet back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right foot between your hands, sweep it up, crescent lunge. If it's available to you, bring your hands together, look up. Strong left leg, deep lunge in your right leg. And we're gonna start to reach it forward. Keep your ribs pulled up away from that right thigh. One long line from your left heel through your fingertips. And start to transfer weight and send this right into your warrior 3. Spin the inside of that left leg up to the sky. We're gonna swing it forward, coming right back here. This time, bring your right hand to your right hip. We'll grab onto that left big toe. Stand up tall. Swing it out to the side. Heart is lifted, shoulders are back, gaze to the right. Come back to center. Reach your arms up. Hold it. And we'll come right back, warrior 3. Arms forward. Step it back, find your crescent. Nice and deep. Maybe you look up. We're staying here for a couple of breaths. Maybe you start to back bend behind you. Drop your hand, send your right foot back to meet your left. Find your plank, lower halfway, Chaturanga. Push your heart through, upward facing dog. And send your hips back, downward facing dog. Step your left foot between your hands. Sweep it up, crescent lunge. Finding that deep lunge. Maybe looking up at your hands. Deep bend in your left leg. Start to reach it forward. Try not to collapse on that left thigh. Belly button pulled in. Long line looking a little bit forward, not just down. Start to transfer weight into that left leg and lift your right leg into warrior 3. And we'll swing that right heel forward. Holding it here. Bring your left hand to your left hip. Grab onto that right big toe. Open it up to the side. Heart is lifted. Shoulders are back. Gaze to the left. Come back to center. Kick it out. Reach your arms up. Strong right leg. And we'll swing it right back. Find your warrior 3. Soften, find your crescent. Bring your hands up. Bring your gaze up. Find your back bend. And bring your hands down to the mat. Left foot back to meet your right. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward, float to the top of the mat. Lengthen forward. And exhale, fold. Inhale, push through your feet, reach it all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're gonna pick up that left knee, rotate it out. Find a home for that left foot. That isn't your knee. Bring your arms out wide. We'll twist to the right. Come back to center. We'll twist to the left. Come back to center. Start to reach your left arm up. Start to kick that left foot straight out. So find a star. Right arm out from your right shoulder. Left foot out from your left hip. Start to rotate on your axis until you get to a half moon. Drop your right fingertips down. Open that left hip on top of your right. And then we'll step it back and find warrior two. Looking out over that right hand, tucking your left hip under you as you bend that right knee. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, side angle. Right hand down, left hand up. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle, right hand down. So really bring your attention to that right hip crease. Can you bend it more? Can you bring that right knee right over your right ankle? Pushing into your right heel. Send your right hand forward. Send your left arm forward. Hold it here, unsupported side angle using just the strength of your core. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, windmill it down. We're going to take a left side plank. So if it's available to you to grab that right big toe and open up to Vinyasa, go for it. I'm not going to do it that way because my hammy hurts today. Or you can just step your right foot back to meet your left and reach your right arm up to the sky. You want to lift your right leg once you get there. You can do that. Send your right fingertips overhead. Squeeze that left side of your waist. And then we'll bring your right foot down, bring your right hand down, and find your plank. Feet are going to be hip distance apart, maybe a little bit wider. Maybe 8 to 10 inches apart instead of 6. And you're just going to tap your left shoulder and then right, left, right. Trying not to open up with each one. Trying to keep your hips square so that your core is engaged as you tap your shoulders. I'm going to go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push it back. Downward facing dog. We're going to do some tuck jumps. So bend your knees. Look forward. You can watch first if you like, because we're just going to transfer from our feet to our hands. I'm going to bend my knees. I'm going to look forward. I'm going to hop my hips up and back, up and back. What I didn't do was I didn't get back to my feet and go, oh boy, here we go. Bring it up and then reset. Oh boy, here we go. I want you to just transfer weight from your feet to your hands. Feet, hands. No pausing in between. Go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, woo. Last one. Jump it forward. And separate your feet hip distance apart. Grab onto your big toes. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold into Padangusthasana. Elbows bent out to the sides. Shoulders lift up away from your ears. If it's available to you to rock weight into your toes, do that. Head is heavy. Release your big toes, slide the palms of your hands underneath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Padangusthasana. You can bend your elbows out or you can bend them back. Release your hands. Come underneath your feet, heel toe your feet together. Soften your knees, roll it up. One vertebrae at a time. Inhale, arms reach up over your head. And exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to pick up that right knee and rotate it out. Find a home for that right foot. That, of course, isn't your left knee. And bring your hands back to heart center. Strong left leg, core is engaged. Pelvic floor lifted. Send your arms out from your shoulders. We're going to twist to the left. Come back to center. Twist to the right. Come back to center. We'll start to lift that right arm straight up and start to kick your right leg straight out. Squeeze that right side of your pelvis, your right booty, and start to rotate on your axis until you get to a side, into a half moon, stacking your right hip on top of your left fingertips down. And step into warrior two, looking out over that left hand, tucking your right hip underneath you, sitting low. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle. Left hand down, right hand up. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Really bringing your attention to that left hip crease, bending into that left knee, bringing that left knee right over your left ankle. Weight is in that left heel. Start to send your left fingertips forward. Send your right fingertips forward. Pull your navel in. Strong core, strong legs. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, windmill it down. We're going to find a right side plank. Some of you might be able to grab that left big toe and open up for Vashisthasana, or you can always just step it back and find your plank. Looking up at that left hand, maybe then starting to lift that left leg. Reach your left fingertips forward. Squeeze it here, squeeze the right side of your waist, and we'll bring everything down and find your plank. Round 2 of our shoulder taps. Bring your feet 8 to 10 inches apart, shoulders right over your wrist, and we'll tap one shoulder and the other, and the other, and the other, pulling your ribs in, trying not to shift too much left and right. Hips stay square, shoulders stay square. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold your plank. With your right hand down, shoulders stay square, nothing changes, just bring your left hand to the small of your back. Hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand down. Right arm comes to the small of your back. Tuck your tail under. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand down. Left hand, small of your back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your left hand down. Right hand behind you. Hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your knees out wide. Bring your big toes to touch and send your hips back. Allow your forehead to find the mat. Send your left fingertips forward. We'll thread the needle with our right hand. Finding a stretch along the top of that right shoulder. Walk those left fingertips forward. Then we'll bring that right hand forward. Bring your left arm underneath. Start to walk your right fingertips forward. Maybe left side of your forehead comes down. Then we'll bring that left hand forward. Curl your toes under. Find your downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward. Step or float, top of the mat. Lengthen to a half lift. Nice, Jenny. And inhale, push through your feet, reach it all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're gonna sit our hips low into chair and twist to the right. Left elbow comes to the outside of your right knee. Make sure those knees are square, hips are square. Heart is reaching forward. Roll that right shoulder back. And you can open up your arms, left fingertips down, right fingertips up. Come back through center. And we'll twist to the left. Left elbow, right elbow comes to the outside of your left thigh. Left hand pushes down into your right. Find some lift before rotation. Come back to center. Again, twist to the right, right into it. You can stay here or you can drop your hands and take it upside down into your side crow or any other arm balance that you like. And we'll come back to center, right over into the left. Stay here or maybe drop your hands. Lean it forward, pick up your feet. And come back. Inhale, center, push, push, push through your heels. Reach it all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Feet are together. Ankles are together. We're gonna start to lower into a little toe stand. So lifting up your heels. Whoop. Ankles together, knees together, hands at heart center. Lifting your heart, sending your knees down slightly. Legs should be nice and parallel to the ground. Reach your arms up, biceps by your ears. Slower than you want. You're gonna lift it all the way up. Stay on the balls of your feet. Stay on the balls of your feet. Start to send your hands out wide and just lower your body to 90 degrees. Hips reach out, heart reaches forward. Stay still on the balls of your feet. Come back up to center. Reach your arms up. Hands to heart center, still on the balls of your feet. Lower right back into your toe stand. Ankles together, knees together, heart is lifted. Start to lower those knees just slightly. Reach your arms up. We're going to start to push, push, push through the balls of your feet. Push, 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 push. Stay up on the balls of your feet. I know this is a long time. Send your arms out wide. Reach your heart forward. Send your hips back. Come back up to center. Arms reach up. Hands to heart center. We're going to lower one more time. And then just let those knees fall forward. Bring them hip distance apart. Keep your toes curled under. We're going to bring that right arm forward. Send your hips forward. Backstroke it over to your right heel as you reach your left arm up and over. You can look over that right shoulder if you like. You get a stretch along that left hip, front of your left hip. And then we'll keep backstroking. Bring that left hand to your left heel, reach your right arm up and over. Push those hips forward. Maybe looking past that left shoulder. And then we'll come back to center. Bring your hands to heart center. Make it right back into chair. Bring your feet together. Arms reach up. Heart is up. And fold. Step your left foot back to meet your right. Find your plank. Rock forward. We're going to lower all the way down to the mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Untuck those toes. Inhale into baby cobra. Roll your shoulders back. And exhale it down. Again, inhale, find your baby cobra, and exhale it down. Inhale, find your baby cobra. I don't need a bath right now, Cindy. And exhale, lower it down. Bring your arms out like airplane wings. Strong legs, try to keep them together. Lips on the mat. Inhale, arms lift, high as your head. Lifting your heart, lifting your feet, tapping your heels. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Hands underneath your shoulders. Curl your toes under. We're going to lift to the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send your hips back for downward facing dog and lower your elbows for dolphin. So we're going to find dolphin for a full minute. And you are welcome to take this upside down as a headstand or a forearm balance, or maybe do some little hops, some jump switches. If you're just learning how to forearm balance, shift your gaze between your wrists. We'll lift up one leg, push into your elbows, and maybe just switch your legs. Or you're welcome to just come up and hold. Or finding a headstand or any kind of inversion here that you like to work on. Actively pushing the mat down, away. Maybe playing with your legs, making some fun shapes. Maybe just holding your dolphin. Or if your shoulders are spent, maybe bringing your knees down. That's allowed too. About 30 more seconds. You don't have to stick with one pose. You can always change it up halfway through. And then we'll all bring those knees down. Knees together, ankles together, hands back by your feet. Just let those shoulders drape over your knees. Bring your hands forward, curl your toes under, and find your downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward, step or lightly float to the top of the mat. I'm going to step. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Inhale, push through your feet. Reach all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to pick up that left knee one more time. I'm not going to kick it out this time though. We're going to cross it over your right knee. Cross your left ankle over your right knee and sit low. Flex your left foot, sit your hips back, hands at heart center, and we're just going to pulse it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push through your right heel and switch. Left foot pushes down, pick up your right knee, cross your right ankle over that left knee. Sit it low, sit those hips back. The more you sit them back, the more stable you'll be. Bounce it here, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up tall. Bring your right foot down one more time. Cross your left ankle over your right. This time we're going to sit it lower and send your hands forward. And really see if you can bring your left shin, sandwich it between your right thigh and your rib cage. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let those hands find the mat. Let your left foot land on the mat outside of your right foot. And we'll start to walk those fingertips over to the left side of your mat. Fold over your legs. Right leg stays strong. And we'll come back into center. Interlace your hands, release your index fingers. Start to lift it all the way up. See if you can poke a hole in the ceiling. And then we'll come over to the right. Push your hips to the left. Come back through center. Over to the left. Push your hips to the right. Come back through center. Bring your hands to heart center. We'll unhook your left foot, bring it next to your right, and then reach your arms up once again. You can support your spine. We're going to do a big back bend here. So if you need to drop your hands to your low back, do it. Otherwise, start to reach up, drop your head back, start to send your hips forward, engage your glutes. Start to draw a line all the way to the wall behind you. 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Hands to heart center. Push into your left foot. We'll cross your right ankle over and sit your hips low and back. Start to reach your arms forward. Coming lower than you did the first round. Trying to make connection with your ribs, that right shin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your right foot down to the outside of your left foot. Left leg is going to stay strong and straight. Walk your fingertips to the right side of your mat and fold over your legs. Should be a pretty nice IT band stretch here. And by nice, I mean excruciating, at least for me. We'll come back to center. Interlace your hands. Release your index fingers. Strong legs. Lift it all the way up. And try to lift your fingertips up to the ceiling. And then we'll start to bend over to the left. Hips go to the right. Ribs stay pulled in. Legs stay strong. Come back to center. Over to the right. Hips go to the left. Squeezing the right side of your waist. And we'll come back to center. Unhook your feet. Nice and balanced foundation. Again, you're welcome to support your spine. Otherwise, start to reach up. Start to send your hips forward. Squeeze your glutes. Draw a line behind you. For 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. Hands to heart center. We're just going to fold here into a tiny little ball. So pick up your heels, bend your knees, tuck your chin. Round your back as much as you can. Really feel that connection between your ribs and your thighs. We're going to send your hands flat, just in front of your feet. Keep your thigh to rib cage connection. Just start to drop your heels and lift your hips up. The second you find a lift, some space between your thighs and your rib cage, stop. Again, lift up your heels, round your back, tuck your chin. Heels go down, hips go up. Last one. Bring it down, tuck your chin. Heels go down, hips go up. Pick up your heels. This time we're going to split those knees and come into Bakasana or Kakasana. So either crane or crow pose. Hands are shoulder width distance apart. Feet are going to stay together. Lift up your hips. Bend your elbows slightly back. Bring those knees into your armpits. Look forward, lean forward. Pick up your heels, round your back. Try to find like a cat pose. Hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your feet down. Send your hands forward. Slowly make your way into Navasana. Feet go up. Fingertips go forward. Roll your shoulders back. Legs are strong. If you can straighten them, great. If you need to bend them and bring your knees together, ankles together, that's okay too. Otherwise, heart is lifted, shoulders are back. We're going to lower it down 10 times. Low boat, squeeze it up, boat. 9, lift it up. 10, 8, counting in the wrong direction. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to hold this one. So reach your fingertips towards your feet. Your head and shoulders are nice and loose. Your belly button is pulled into your spine. Your legs are super engaged. Just roll onto that left hip and start to reach your right fingertips forward. You can bring that left hand on your right side of your rib cage maybe. You can keep your left shoulder blade nice and free. Over to the right. Left fingertips, reach for your feet. The only thing touching the mat is between your lowest rib and your hip point. Back over to the left. Hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Over to the right. Hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Over to the left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Over to the right. Cinnamon, no thank you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it all the way back. Onto your back. Bring your heels into your hips. Maybe tuck your shoulder blades underneath your body. We're going to find a few rounds of some bridge lifts. So bring your elbows next to we're going to move pretty quickly, so no interlacing your hands underneath your body for right now. Bring your elbows next to your ribs, just to push into your heels, lift your hips, and then tap it down. And then squeeze it up and lower. Squeeze, keep moving. So really activating those glutes as you push through your heels. Your chin is going to stay lifted away from your chest. Each bridge, instead of banging out reps, I want you to think about them individually, right? Like each one is the best one you've ever done. It's the highest lift. It's the most engaged that you've ever done. Relax it when you get down so that you can actively push it together when you lift it up. Squeezing it up. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to hold this one. At the top, we're going to pulse it here. Pushing through your heels. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Again, pushing through that left heel, lifting your hip. Push and squeeze it up. Keep moving. That entire range of motion, it does not matter how quickly you go with these. Way more important is how clean and complete each one is. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Right heel down, left ankle crosses. So just squeeze it up, tap it down. Really push. Really squeezing that right glute as you come up. Trying to take it out of the hamstring and push it into your glutes. Got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Finding a happy baby, bringing your hands to the outsides of your feet. Rocking a little left and right. Knees come to the outsides of your ribs. If you want to straighten one leg, you can. And then bring it back in. Straighten the other leg. And then bring it back in. Maybe straighten both, finding a Supta Konasana. And bring it back in. Allow your feet to find the mat. We're going to cross your right ankle over your left knee, this time taking the stretch. So reach through that opening there, grabbing for the back of that left thigh or the front of your left shin, and pulling in your legs. Rocking left and right. Allow that left foot to find the mat, and we'll let your legs fall over to the left. Right knee ends up pointing straight up. And you can play with that stretch, whether you push your right knee closer to the front of your mat or closer to your face. That'll change the stretch. If you want to bring your right arm or even both arms overhead for a soft diamond, that feels nice too. And then you'll bring your both feet back in and start to heel toe that left foot over to the left, to the outside of the mat. And then let your legs fall over to the right. Again, maybe keeping those arms up in a soft diamond, this time finding a stretch along the top of your left hip. This is the counter to the figure four that we were just doing. You should feel, even though you're in a figure four, you're actually stretching the other leg right now. And then we'll come back to center. Release your right foot down, cross your left ankle over. We'll reach through the opening there, grab for either the back of that right hammy or in front, your right shin, and then pull your legs in. And rock a little left and right. Should feel a nice stretch there along your left glute this time. Then allow your right foot to find the mat. Keep your figure four and just let your legs fall over to the right. And that left knee will point straight up, and then you can play with that stretch here, whether your left knee is closer to your face or the front of your mat. Maybe you bring your arms overhead. And then we'll come back in to center. Keep your figure four, but start to heel toe your feet, your right foot over to the right, and then let your legs drop over to the left. Finding a stretch along the top of that right hip. And then we'll come back to center. We'll bring your knees into your chest. And roll it up. Find a seated pose. We're going to take our seated twist here. So bring your left heel to the outside of your right hip and step your right foot over to the outside of your left. We'll bring that right hand behind you. Inhale your left arm up to the sky. And we'll bring that left elbow outside of your right knee as you roll your right shoulder back. And then we'll unwind. Do just a quick little counter stretch there. And come back. Bring your right heel outside of your left hip. Step your left foot over your right knee. Sit up nice and tall. Bring that left hand behind you. Inhale your right arm up. And we'll bring that right elbow outside of your left knee. Sit up tall. Twist to the left. Quick little counter twist to the right. And just find a nice easy pose to finish practice. We'll bring your hands to heart center. We're going to take 3 deep breaths together. So exhale your air out. Before we get started, I want you to set an intention. So with every inhale, I want you to find something, a word that you want to embrace for today. Maybe it's love, maybe it's compassion, maybe it's joy, maybe it's gratitude, maybe it's calm, whatever it is for you. So as you inhale, I want you to reach it into your mind, hold on to it. And then as you exhale, just let go everything else. So here we go. We've got 3 of them. Exhale your air out. Inhale, pull it in. Holding it at the top. Exhale everything else out. Again, inhale, pull it in, whatever it is for you. For me, I think it's going to be joy. Exhale everything else out. One last one. Inhale. Hold it in. And exhale everything else out. Namaste, yogis. I'm going to come closer and say goodbye to you.